All right. We will bow in today. You guys, I hope you had a really great weekend. Thank you so much for coming. We'll get back on our jump rope or jumping jacks to start.
John Corellis. John says,
All right, just keep your rope with you if you have it, and we'll do some lateral movement, side shuffle, back and forth. Wherever you have some space. And back on jumping rope or jacks. All right, second to stretch your calves out. Press your heels down, pitch forward. And back on your cardio, so back to your jump rope or your jacks. And changing it up to side shuffle. And back on. About 10 seconds to go. Then we'll stretch our calves and feet again. All right. Put it down. Let's do another calf stretch. Pressing up against the wall. Raise up off your heels and then press the heels down. Moving through your arches. All right, let's do some backstroke. Loosen up the shoulder. And the other side. A little hopping side to side, twisting. All right, let's get our upper back working a little bit and warm that up. So you're gonna hinge forward here, and we're gonna reach up above our head. Keep your head straight, your neck long. No bend in the elbow on this movement. a little hip drive, release that lower back a little bit. Okay, back to that same position, hinging forward. Arms are gonna go out in front, and you're gonna pull the elbows down towards your ribs or your hips. Time, standing back bend, release the lower back. We're gonna go back into that position one more time. And as you hinge forward, the arms are gonna come out in front of you, and you're gonna turn your palms to the ground, to the ceiling. Rotating while keeping the arms straight, so no bend in the elbow. Now pick up the speed and do that. Keep the arms straighter. And time, release that lower back. Great. All right, into our boxing stance to start. Guards are up. Working on our lead jab. So today is the day that we do everything right side and left side, just for fun, just to mix it up a little bit. Just your lead jab and go. We're going for time. I'm not going to call it out today. So that lead jab is the arm in front. It's also known as the number 1 punch. You can move a little bit in between your punches. They don't have to be super fast right now. And change. Right side forward, jab. Just your lead jab. So the number 1 punch right here, it's a straight punch. And it's our right arm if we're in a southpaw position. Punch a little higher, getting in the habit of punching above your eyebrows. Jump switch change, right cross and go. Pivoting from the back side. As I throw my right cross, my hips rotate, my right foot's anchored in the ground, pivoting, and then I pull my hip back every time. Bring the shoulder back with the hip, but keep the eyes forward. Good, jump switch change. Left side, left straight cross. Still the number 2 punch in boxing, that's a straight punch. 1s and 2s are straight, like an arrow shooting out of a bow. Every time I bring my punch back, my hip recoils with my entire body. Time, jump switch change. Lead side hook, that's gonna be your number 3 punch. As I lift the elbow up, it's in alignment with my wrist. I pivot that front foot, hip and shoulder, but my head does the turn. So don't turn your head with the punch. Keep your eyes forward. So it's your left, everybody, your left. Left front arm is your number 3. And jump switch change, right side, right lead. Lead refers to the arm in front. As I throw this lead side hook in my southpaw position, the elbow stays bent. My eyes are still forward. That left hand remains at my guard, tucking it. So tuck the elbow down and towards the body. Good, jump switch change. Number 4 punch is that right hook for right now. So that's the rear side hook is the number 4. The elbow lifts up and the punch comes across and through, and then it resets. Great, jump switch change, number 4 punch is gonna be your left hook. Same thing applies, the elbow lifts up the elbow is bent, and then you rotate the upper body, but your eyes remain forward. Now snap the body back. Great, jump switch change. We're gonna actually go left uppercut, right uppercut. So it's gonna go 5, 6. Front arm, back arm. That's a left, right, then reset. Left, right, reset. Feel free to move a little bit in between every double uppercut. Good, jump switch change. Left side, we're gonna go 5, 6, so that's gonna be a right, because it's the front arm. Left, right, left. So sit first in your legs when you throw these punches, okay? Excellent. Time to grab your block or your pillow. Squeezing it between our thighs, laying on our back. We're going to start with toe dips, squeezing the thighs or the knees. Knees stay at a right angle, dipping the toes down, pressing the lower back into the floor. Time, release the thighs if you need to for a second. Otherwise, squeeze your ball or block, or whatever you've got, and let's do a set of bridges. Starting with the feet on the ground. Now lift the heels up and the toes are on the ground. You'll get a little bit higher lift of the hips. Time, back to the shelf. Squeeze it as hard as you can and just give me little crunches. So the trick here is maintaining the same amount of compression on your pillow or your ball as you crunch. Time, go ahead, get some water, put your block to the side or pillow, and then come on back with your cups. You can keep them all stacked, we're only going to use one to start. All right, so our lead foot is going to travel around it and then back. The goal here is that my center of gravity is never going to pass over the cup. So let me make sure you guys can see that properly. So my front foot travels around, but I'm never completely committing my whole center of gravity to go past that cup. That's my perimeter. I want to maintain ownership over that section of my imaginary boxing ring. Just work that for right now. The goal being to get that foot as close to your cup as possible without knocking it over and without going past it. See how my whole body went past? This is going past it versus just keeping my body behind the cup, but my front foot moves move, move. It can be one jab, move, move. It doesn't matter. I can throw a jab for every step. Good, switch sides. So we're mixing it up today because we missed yesterday's class. Same thing with that lead jab, which is everyone's right foot. Your right leg is in front, your right hand is in front. Doesn't have to be super fast either. Those of you who want a little bit more transition, you can do the same drill, but then rotate your orientation as well. All right, back to your righty stance. Now we're going to add double jab, moving around. You're going to throw the cross whenever you pass it. So I go jab, I haven't passed it, I haven't passed it. Now I passed it, I'm going to throw the cross, same thing. Move around it with the jab, I pass it, throw the cross. So don't overthink it, double jab, cross, and go. So on that cross, and you anchor that foot down a bit too. So when I move, as soon as I go to throw it, I do want to stop maybe my movement so that I've got a footing to push off for that cross. And jump switch change. So same thing, double right jab. It can be 3 if you need, and then that left cross. Keep the back arm tucked though, so make sure that this elbow isn't flaring out when you punch. Almost done, and then we're back to some ab work. Time. Grab your pillow, your ball. Sit up position, squeezing. Sit up and go back down. "20 seconds. Squeeze that pillow even harder if you can. All right, 1 minute, you can squeeze between your legs or your calves, leg lifts. If that's challenging, go back to a toe dip. The progression would be to angle it to the sides. So instead of lowering the legs directly at 6 o'clock, you would drop them down to 5 and 7 o'clock. We have 25 seconds. Squeeze the ball, the block, the thighs together. And time. Excellent. Put that off to the side. Let's go to 2 cups. And now we're going to stay right-handed, okay? Or if you're lefty-handed. So right-handed people, your right leg goes back as a reminder. Lefties, your left goes back. So we're going to do double jab cross on the outside edges. So double jab cross, and then I move through the 2 cups, throwing it every time I reach the outside of my cup. So I'm forcing some lateral movement, left to right and right to left. Don't overthink it, and don't worry if you kick your cups. That rhythm in your feet is kind of like the jump rope. So it has that really soft boxer bounce. It doesn't have to be a ton of bouncing as far as high impact. It's not a high impact move. Another way to do it is to just kind of shuffle your feet and take the bounce out of it. Yeah. Let's add a second cross now for the second half of this round. Cross high, cross low. Some options here with the low cross. High, I can pick my foot up and throw that low cross. So I go cross high, I pick the foot up as I throw the cross. So if you're having a hard time pivoting and bending your knees at the same time, think about lifting the foot up as you make your turn for the second cross. When that second cross is made, you're bending the knees equally. We're not going to bend over from the hip, so you want to avoid bending at the hip here in the lower back. It's not going to feel good. All right, grab your ab tool. We're going to place it between our hands actually this time. And we're going to do a sit up with a reach. So whatever you have is going to be overhead. You're going to do sit up and ideally try to reach and touch your toes. Keeping the legs straight and flat is the goal. If that's hard on your lower back, then by all means, do a soft bend in your knees. The trick is to feel as though somebody strapped your shins down to the ground. Now we're going to bend our knees, and as we come up, you're going to chop to one or the other side. So whatever you have, you're chopping, keeping the knee centered, and slightly rotating the upper body. We're going to do this with the knees slightly bent, and this time the strap is holding our feet down, not our shins. I like to return to this full posture between my chops. 10 seconds. All right, put it to the side. Okay, back to your 2 cups. All right, so we're getting really, really good at this. I'm gonna have you turn around. So you're gonna throw your double jab cross in the middle, and then as you move to the outside, you're gonna turn around. So my back is to you, double jab, cross, cross. I move to the outside, and I turn myself around. Now I can change directions. I can then go back to my right, move through to the center, throw my double jab, cross, cross, and if I want, I can go back the way I came. So you dictate which way, clockwise or counterclockwise, that you want to move, but always throwing the punches in between the 2 cones. And go. Make the movement where you turn natural. Don't overthink it. For this drill, try to make your turns when you're on the outside of the cones, punching in the middle of the 2 cones. So every time you're on the outside of your 2 cones, make your turn. Then you can always come right back if you want. Less than a minute to go. Time. Grab your ab tool. Okay, so we're going to do that one where it's the exchange. I hold it overhead. I bring it up to my knees. I come down. I bring it back to the center. I grab it. I sit. I lay back down. So exchange it from the hands to the knees. The straighter the legs, the harder the exercise. Time, legs are going to be down, and you're just going to do crunches, but you're pressing your ball or block up towards the ceiling. And go. So they're tiny, high crunches. Every 10, you'll release and come down. Bring yourself back up and then you'll pulse for 10. All right, get a sip of water and come on back, opening your cups up into a triangle position. All right, so you can make your triangle wide if you want. We're going to start, think of it more like a diamond. So we're standing at the opposite end of the middle cone. So we're basically moving left, center, right, right, center, left. We're going to move in here, and we're going to go double jab, cross hook, move back, move to the center, advancing double jab, cross hook. This has been a pretty staple, good staple footwork drill for us. And then I repeat, advancing in towards my right side. It doesn't matter which way you go, just start. And begin. The goal is to make sure that you are moving to both directions and not getting too focused on only moving to your lead side, which is generally much easier than moving to your rear side. You're still aiming over your cups or cones, so make sure the punches have some context and that they are in the right direction. See if you can get a little bit longer on those lead jabs too, everyone. That's better, Lori. Yeah, and Laura, good job. So you don't want the hook and the lead jab to look the same. That lead jab is the longest punch in boxing. So it's as long as I can get my body, is almost like I'm pulling back a ball. So I open my chest up on that punch and then retreat back. And those of you who kind of have a little bit more skills, you can retreat and add some basic head movement and hand walking. And then maybe I use my hands to kind of pretend that I'm blocking a punch. You also don't have to retreat really far away if you don't want. You can make it more dynamic. So like Isaiah, this would be a good one for you to kind of retreat back just a step and then be explosive. Move in and I retreat back a step and then I advance in very quickly. So you're being more reactionary in your footwork. About a minute to go, everyone. Remember, the hook has a movement where it's like it's going around, making a left-hand turn in this case. I'm sorry, right-hand turn from your left arm. The straight punches go in a straight line. "20 seconds. Excellent. Okay. Take your pillow. We're going to go to a side laying position. We're just going to call 20 reps of side crunches or pikes, squeezing between the thighs. When you're done, come on up. Okay, so we're going to go jab high. You're going to step. So you're going to stay right in the middle of your triangle. Jab high, and then you're going to step and jab low. Notice when I jab high, my weight's still centered. As I make my jab low, I bend my knees, I push, and I open up just a little wider. So it's important to kind of understand that when you change any level, both knees are bending equally and controlling your weight. First, bending over, in which case I then detach from the ground and have nothing anchoring me. So using your center cone, I want you to throw your double jab, and then on that second one, I'm getting pretty close to my front cone, and then I'm pushing myself back. It has kind of a fencer's energy to it because the body blades a lot. It opens up a lot. If you stay very square on this, you're gonna find yourself losing your balance. If you continue to blade further, so as I throw this, I kind of blade my body out more narrow, it's gonna be much easier to maintain your center of gravity. And go, everyone. You should also feel those inner thighs working a ton because you're in this kind of wide, almost sumo squat. That's really good, Liz. That was it, yeah. So now, from there, you're going to stay, and as this one comes out, this one's going to come over. So this is where it might feel just a little sloppy. This is the body position. I rotate, and my right hand comes in as an overhand right, traveling like that. So I go high, I go low, and then I come in with this right. A lot of abs here because they're holding me from falling and breaking my posture. Yeah, you're kind of in this exaggerated lunge, but you don't have that punch if this back foot's not connected. So I want to make sure that I'm anchored. And that's why when I throw this jab high, jab low, if I jab low and I bend forward, now when I throw this punch, I completely lose control of my stance and I become more vulnerable. You'll notice that when fighters use this, their head just naturally will veer to their left. You should find that pretty easy to do. Basically taking your head slightly out of the way. It also works with a straight right. It's the same mechanics of the lower body. The difference with that overhand is it's coming over. It's hitting higher than your head level, whereas this low straight is going straight into their body. The overhand right, as it comes back, is going above your head. So you notice that it's actually higher than my head, because it's assuming it's making contact with their face. Now let the shoulder go, everyone, just a little bit, because you want it to be a pretty long punch. So you want that shoulder blade to go. So my shoulder is actually in front of my chin. My shoulder is released all the way in front. If you keep the shoulder back when you do this, your face stays wide open and it's just too short of a punch. You see how short that is? I need it to be longer than my lead jab right now. So it's a pretty basic combo, but it has a very advanced application because your mechanics in your legs have to be perfect. So in using the cup, that last punch is going past the cup. That's how much I'm releasing my shoulder blade here. All right, time. We're gonna move the cups out of the way. Don't worry about your pillow for right now. We're gonna go to a bicycle punch with our feet flexed. So from here, right angles at the knees and the ankles. Try to bring the knee back through that 90-degree position, forcing you to slow down. And time. We're gonna roll onto our stomach and do some gentle press-ups. Make sure as you press up, you're not shortening your neck. You're keeping the neck super long. And then sit yourself back onto your heels. Reach as far away from you as you can, opening your fingers. Shift your hips back to your heels. And sway a little bit side to side. Come on up to a seated position. We're going to turn our hands around and just stretch those forearms. And last one, grab behind your back, opening up your chest. Feel free to turn your head side to side.